If you've ever felt like you're just bad with money, I want you to pause for a second, because what I'm about to say might be a relief you didn't know you needed. Most people aren't bad with money. They were just never taught how money actually works. And today, we're going to talk about why, without shame, without blame, and without complicated advice. This isn't a video about willpower. It's not about being smarter, more disciplined, or more motivated. It's about understanding the system most of us were dropped into, and why struggling in it is far more normal than we're led to believe. If money has ever felt confusing, stressful, or overwhelming, you're in the right place. Think about it for a moment. From a young age, our education system focuses on building a specific set of foundational skills. These are the subjects we're told are the absolute pillars of a successful life, the keys to unlocking our future potential. We spend years, even decades in classrooms learning how to read complex texts, to analyze literature and history, write persuasive essays to articulate our thoughts, and solve intricate mathematical equations, training our minds for logical problem solving. These are valuable skills, no doubt. But what about the rules for the game of money? The one game every single one of us is forced to play, whether we want to or not. Almost no one was formally taught the practical financial skills we need every single day. Skills like how to budget realistically without it feeling like a punishment. Use credit as a powerful tool for your goals, not a trap that digs you deeper into debt. Save consistently without feeling deprived of the life you want to live today. Or how to build genuine, lasting financial stability over time by investing wisely, even if you're starting with a small amount. Instead, for so many of us, the extent of our financial education was being handed a credit card on our 18th birthday, given the vague, unhelpful advice to be responsible, and then left completely on our own to figure out the rest through stressful and often expensive trial and error. We were given the keys to a car without a single driving lesson. So if you've ever felt lost, anxious, or completely overwhelmed by money, please know that struggling in that situation isn't a personal failure. It doesn't mean you're bad with money or that you lack discipline. It's not a reflection of your character or your intelligence. It's the predictable, logical outcome of a system that never taught us the rules in the first place. You were set up for a challenge, and it's okay to need a map now. Now let's talk about the environment we live in. It's a world that has been meticulously engineered to make one financial action incredibly easy, while making another feel like an uphill battle. That action, of course, is spending. Every day we navigate a landscape built for consumption. In our digital age, you can spend money with a single, frictionless click. There's no pause, no moment for second thoughts. The device in your pocket is a 24/7 marketplace, always open and always tempting you with personalized offers and flash sales that create a false sense of urgency. The transaction is so seamless, you might not even register the money leaving your account. It's abstract, just numbers on a screen, which makes it psychologically easier to part with. But what about saving and investing your money? What about building a financial buffer for the future? That requires a completely different mindset. It takes conscious effort, clear intention, and careful planning. There are no flashy buttons or dopamine hits for that, just the quiet, slow satisfaction of progress. Everything around us is designed to encourage spending. Targeted ads fill our feeds, promising happiness and fulfillment with every purchase. They know our habits, our desires, and our insecurities. Services like Buy Now, Pay Later remove the immediate financial friction, making it easier to say yes. They break down a large cost into seemingly harmless small payments, obscuring the total impact on your budget. And the constant pressure for lifestyle upgrades has become completely normalized. We're subtly encouraged to compare our lives to curated online highlight reels, creating a cycle of wanting more. So if you feel like money constantly slips through your fingers, it's not a personal failing. It's not because you're careless or bad with money. It's because the entire system is designed that way. It preys on our impulses and our desire for instant gratification. Recognizing this isn't an excuse, but it is a crucial first step toward taking back control with compassion for yourself. It's about understanding the game so you can start playing it on your own terms. Here's something we don't talk about enough. Money shame. It's a quiet, heavy weight that many of us carry, often in secret. This feeling is one of the biggest, yet most unspoken barriers that keeps people from improving their finances. It's the knot in your stomach when a friend suggests an expensive dinner, or the quick change of subject when finances come up in conversation. It's a deeply personal and isolating experience, convincing you that you're the only one struggling. When people feel embarrassed, their instinct is to hide. They avoid looking at their numbers, letting bank statements pile up unopened, because facing the reality feels like confirming a failure. They avoid learning new financial concepts because the jargon feels like another language, reinforcing the idea that they're just not good with money. This avoidance isn't laziness. It's a protective mechanism against feeling more shame. They avoid asking questions, fearing judgment from friends, family, or even professionals who are meant to help. The fear of being seen as irresponsible or incompetent is powerful, and this silence becomes a trap, creating a cycle of inaction and anxiety where progress feels impossible. The longer you stay quiet, the heavier the burden gets, and the further away a solution seems. But the truth is, money skills are learned, not inherited. Financial literacy isn't a genetic trait you're either born with or without. It's a practical skill, just like learning to cook or drive a car. No one is born knowing how to manage cash flow or build an investment portfolio. Everyone starts somewhere, with their own unique set of circumstances and knowledge. Your journey is yours alone, and it doesn't need to look like anyone else's. And starting late doesn't mean starting wrong. It simply means starting now, with compassion for yourself and a willingness to take one small, imperfect step forward. That first step is the most powerful one you can take. If this video already makes you feel a little lighter, that's not an accident. Understanding removes shame, and shame has never helped anyone build a better life. Here's another uncomfortable truth. A lot of money problems are income problems, not intelligence problems. You can be disciplined, organized, and responsible, and still struggle if your income barely covers your essentials. Budgeting can't fix everything. Saving and investing can't happen without surplus. So if you've ever followed all the right advice and still felt stuck, it doesn't mean you failed. It means the advice ignored reality. Another reason people struggle: most financial advice is overwhelming. Track every dollar. Optimize everything. Do 10 things perfectly at once. That's not realistic for most people living real lives. Good money management isn't about complexity. It's about clarity. Simple systems beat complicated plans every time. So, what does matter? A few things. Done consistently. Knowing where your money roughly goes. Saving something, even if it's small. Reducing stress before chasing growth. Building habits before chasing perfection. Progress with money isn't loud. It's quiet, steady, and often boring. But it works. Let's bring this home. Most people struggle with money because they were never taught the rules. The system encourages spending. Shame keeps them silent. Income constraints are real. Advice is often unrealistic. None of that makes you broken. It makes you human. If this video helped you feel a little less alone with money, consider subscribing. This channel is about calm, realistic personal finance. No hype, no judgment, and no pressure to be perfect. Thanks for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.